There's so much outdated advice on how to answer this question. I'm really glad that you asked this. And I'll be honest, I became a career coach 20 years ago after being in the staffing recruiting industry. And when I became a career coach, it wasn't a popular career back then. We did counsel people with this concept of your strengths create your weaknesses. We've all heard that phrase, right? So way back then, we would have you say something like, well, if your strength was attention to detail, to its extreme, it would become a weakness in terms of being a perfectionist at times. And so that kind of strategy for answering that question got widely adopted over the last 20 years. And now I don't advise people do that anymore. I don't, because you can spot it a mile away. It's too canned, it's too overused. So for me, and what's been working really well for my clients has been coaching them to the job they're applying to. Let's look at all your skills that they're asking for, how your skills match up against them, and let's just be really honest with the employer about which of your skills is the least strongest. So, example or backstory, you're a business of one. I tell you that all the time. You're a service provider selling your services to an employer. No employer is expecting you to be perfect, right? The customer understands you're not perfect, and they're actually going to question it if you try to tell them you're perfect. So this weakness question is trying to figure out how honest you are going to be with them about your ability to do the job. Fair? Okay. So what I would say in this situation, what I counsel all my clients to do is to inventory all the things that are required for them to do the job, and then rank their ability to do that, right? So what are your strongest characteristics down to your weakest? Now, you can do everything on the list, right? You are totally capable. But what you are doing right now is providing an honest assessment to the employer and saying something like, well, you're looking for these 10 skill sets based on what I saw. I have all of these skill sets, but I took a hard look and I ranked them. And I would say, well, I am totally meet your requirements for this skill. I would love to get stronger at it. I would say it's my weakest of the 10. Here's what I plan to do to get even stronger at it. So that way you're showing them, I can be honest about my skill sets. I can rank where I'm strongest down to where I'm weakest. I can still do the job. I still meet all of your requirements, but here's where I think I could be stronger. That to me is really the whole purpose of this conversation about asking for your weakness. More importantly, I don't want you going down this crazy path where you overshare something that's too personal or too out there and now all of a sudden you get disqualified. So I would like to keep that conversation within the context of the work itself. And I have found this to work really, really well for my clients. So I hope that helped. I would love to hear how you're answering that question. Feel free to share in the comments below, folks. And most importantly, keep the questions coming. I'm on here every day answering as many questions as I can for free to try to give you the help that you need in order to land that dream job, okay? Good luck. Go get them.